I killed a mosquito mid-meal on my wrist. Hikers posing for a photo. One talking still on his cell phone. Afternoon thunder cancels a swim. What are you going to do with that money? Woman asks to boy. When are you going to start saving for a gun? Woman speaking Italian is unable to locate ice. Shows me instead empty container. Dogwood full of grosbeaks. Couple power walking on bike path just before sun tips up over peak. Sky again clear after yesterday's rain. Last flowers of a late spring wilting on the dogwood. New dream that I'm working once more in the computer channel, that we, whomever we are about to announce an acquisition. I'm in charge of integrating service division. Politics in Oakdale mean water allocation. Long trek west from the East Bay, headlights from a slow caravan clog Altamont Pass. How far, literally, would you travel thus to work in Silicon Valley? Our raft bobs in water. A view of the waterfall of Half Dome's granite face. Facing backwards briefly, we spin slowly downriver or carry the blue raft ashore. Colin sprawls across it, half sleeping. We dig into snacks, blue chips, not blue at all, discs of flavored rice kept dry. Wash the pot left soaking overnight, sun against east face of new Emeryville high-rise condos, already the hum of traffic. Cats and dogs and shadows of branches on this page drive slowly by the house in which I was raised. Odd use of the passive, who subsequently has dug up bones of dead cats, dogs by the corner of where the garage used to be. Bougainvillea, that ate childhood home. Any ghost there would be my mother's mother. Unquenchable anger echoes forward even now. Some of them might be killers. San Quentin's sad yellow expanse, no longer remote. Two crows, loud overhead, overheard what's permitted to be let in, what not. Neighbor paved his yard, making possible 3-point U before exiting the street. End of new beginning nears. Hydraulic puff. Garbage trucks pause. Cans scrape macadam. The men shout, not in English. I rise because I can and must. That ink should spread, hardening into words as it dries. Jet flies, speck and sky, catching light on its way, where Hong Kong, Tokyo, Madrid, words upon paper and atlas, if you choose to believe, never once went east of Salt Lake City, but once to Panama on a cruise, flirting with Virgil Parch, once with her daughter to Hawaii. Rest easy, old ash, golden urn in Julia Morgan columbarium, her own parents among weeds just up the hill. Fishmonger figured X to sign name and thus wed. The sign on my bumper's been shredded. The gangster returned to office for more plunder. 4 more pages might be my chant. Every store in Groveland shut. Sign on the saloon, Bubba, we love and miss you. What narrative cut asunder short of a proper end, but ends themselves aren't proper, fixed image. The camera always lies. Photo finish, edited for content and to fit this screen. Scream your name out loud, hoping for an echo. Woman, longtime resident, takes small steps, walking down steep decline, foot before foot, thus never notices. Hummingbirds and crabapple, deep whistle of distant train. Why? Christmas tree lights about patio, umbrella never shines. Ceramic bowl forms succulent garden. Some bird loud in the eucalyptus hops about. Trumpet flower's cousin to the fuchsia. Record, record, record. Attack, attack, attack. Emily once said of husband Bob. I myself might say it now of any, this included. Jot it all down and never let it go. The past never passes fully, leaving scars accumulate to form a culture grounded in loss. Dear Los Angeles Dodgers, my bête noire not. You form the surrogate we so desperately need. Enemy, enema. It all comes out in the wash. One road south of Dogtown, garden fence to ward off deer. Plums, their skin tart, their flesh sweet and cool. I almost don't recognize the hummingbird. Still, on the almond branch, farms here feel vast. We missed a single turn. Bob speaks of how O becomes D or vice versa. Steve talks happily of new sun. David and I and ours eat around a front yard table just behind a small picket fence. The heat rare even here. You never see birds sleep. Hummingbird's red crown, white chest, a view of the bay from the deck. Audible neighbors not really visible. Someone's alarm reaches endless reiteration. Arise, arise, your eyes must be clear. The sound of Bart different from day of my youth. Thin haze, but no fog. Light spreads over San Francisco. Clouds at first seem small until one speck of plane flies beneath, then another absolutely crosswise. Big truck sticker reads, "Give war a chance. Look for the gun rack." Boats sit still in bay. Who works there in silence? Only because I'm too far to hear. Notebook reaches limit, not unlike mind or heart. Whole family singing Beatles songs as we drive. First thought, not your own, let alone best. Phrases weave against lines. Water comes to a boil. Squirrels rustle in the branches. One skitters across slanted roof. Mount Tam, silent as ever, only seems unchanging, human scale. Clouds above have moved on, leaving new sky, sun muted, still amid trees. I close my eyes just to listen. Laughing jay, distant train, feel instead hair over hair, back of my hand, its taste palpable in nostrils. Eucalyptus, tea, hummingbirds respond to jay, jets echo heading east, sounds create. First sprinkler, bottle on table, sense of my own body high in the Berkeley Hills.
Wow.